AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California.
I'm Maurice with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Giants head into next week's draft with 8 picks, including the 3rd overall. General Manager Joe Shane addressing the possibility of taking the quarterback, saying, quote, with the signing of Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, we put ourselves in position where I don't think that's mandatory. We're happy with the makeup of the room right now, end quote. Meanwhile, top prospect Travis Hunter, expecting to be a top 5 pick, telling CBS Sports he has no intention of choosing between wide receiver and quarterback, saying, quote, I've been doing it my whole life, and I love being on the football field. I feel like I can dominate on each side of the ball, adding, quote, I'd rather never play football again than give one of those up, end quote. Elsewhere, the Dallas Cowboys holding the 12th overall pick and have 10 total picks in the draft, with co-owner and executive vice president Stephen Jones saying they're unlikely to move up, but could trade down depending on how the board shakes out. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The following is sponsored by Bid My Listing. Selling your home? With Ready, the best real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing. 2, 5, as much as $10,000 just for the chance to sell your home. So when you're ready to sell, give us a call and give us the basic information about your property. We'll notify all those smart agents who signed up with Ready, and within 48 hours, they'll be competing to sell your home. Pick the best one, get thousands up front. Call Ready, 888-551-READY. That's 888-551-REDY.
It is a Thursday morning, the 17th day of April, 2025. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I could do with a little bit less wind, but hey, it's better than snow. We'll just kind of leave it at that. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Jared, good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
And again, just another beautiful day, and it's going to be nice through the weekend. So got something to look forward to.
Beautiful weather.
Yep. And if you're going to go Easter egg hunting, it should be good for that. Let's see.
It should be good weather for Easter, right?
What was that again?
So we should have good weather for Easter, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Okay. And just to give you a heads up, the FDA is warning of counterfeit Ozempic. Oh, my. As several fake versions of the drug have made their way into the supply chain. Now, I figure the easiest way to spot fake Ozempic, check to see if you still look like any of the dancers on the Ozempic TV commercial. Ah, yes. Okay. And, Taco Bell and McDonald's are duking it out. Taco Bell has picked a fight with McDonald's over who has the better breakfast food. And I figure no matter who comes out on top, the ultimate winner will be sweatpants.
Exactly.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, give me a Big Mac. Double that, would you? Yeah. Okay, with a side of fries? Okay. I suppose. That would work.
I wonder if they give those cinnamon sticks, those Taco Bell cinnamon sticks. Do they do those at breakfast time?
You would probably have to ask.
Oh, man.
The churros?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? They've always had those little fried cinnamon churro. They're good. They're a wannabe churro, but they're really good.
Yes.
I will say.
Don't know. Like many people, Taco Bell is one of those guilty pleasures.
Uh-huh.
You really don't want to admit, I had Taco Bell, but it's one of those things that you do because, it certainly isn't Mexican food.
And hey, if it's late night,
yes,
you've been having a good time, and you need something to eat, hey,
and you
Taco
can
Bell hits the spot.
You can imagine what their sales would be like if you could order a beer when you ordered it.
Somewhere that's probably like possible in some other country.
Okay. And also in the news, the weird Gwyneth Paltrow recommends bee stings as a beauty treatment. Hey, Gwyneth, I'm allergic to bee venom, okay? Yeah. And besides, I'd never subject myself to torture like that. You know, torture like listening to Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah.
Strange person. Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Birthday time.
Actor Robert Hooks, 88. Actor Haley Mills is 79. Hard to believe. Actor Dorothy Lyman is 78. Actor Cindy Pickett is 78. She was the mother on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Actor James Woods, 78. Actor Rick Moranis, 72. Actor Eric Roberts, 69. Actor Melody Thomas Scott, 69. Actor John James, 69. Actor Jane Leaves from Frasier, 64. Ventriloquist Jeff Dunham is 63. No word on Walter. Actor Eric Cormack is 62. Conan O'Brien, 62. Actor Maria Bello, 58. Actor Mary Birdsong, 57. Actor David Hewlett, 57. And let's see, actor David Tennant is 54. Actor Melissa Joan Hart, 49. Actor Bryce Johnson, 48. Actor America Ferrera is 41. Actor Ellen Woglum is 38. Actor Chloe Bennett, 33. Actor Moises Arias, 31. Local birthdays coming up.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
Happy birthday, Jojo Gill, Antonia Guzman, Roger Red, Christina Chavez, Lisa Padilla, Rudy Ariola, Bob Allen, Diana Altamirano, Yvette Favela, Robert K., David Benedict, and Donald Benedict, Connie Chacon, Eric Sear, Rita Padilla, Sam Barsorto, April Ambrosio, Connie Duarte, Pablo Garcia, Fernanda Romo, and Connie Escalante. Happy birthday from KXO. And we should point out, Jared, Microsoft just turned 50.
Wow.
Okay. I tried to stay up for the party, but it crashed. Are we ready for news?
I tried to force to have you update.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it crashed.
And then it crashed, and you can't find anything that you had before because they made it better.
It's in the cloud, whatever that is.
Okay, we've got news. World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. President Trump says Fed Chair Jerome Powell's termination can't come fast enough after Powell's comments linking new tariffs to inflation. CBS's Natalie Brand.
Powell has been asked about this himself and said no, that the president does not have the legal authority to terminate, to fire the president or to remove him except for cause.
Officials say 41% of power's back in Puerto Rico after the entire island went dark yesterday. Many say the damage is already done.
Small businesses, some are forced to shut down and lose a day's income.
People on Eli Lilly's weight loss injectables may be able to ditch their needles soon. The drug maker says a new pill was successful in a late-stage trial. Medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder.
That makes it a lot easier to take these medications. The impact clinically in the clinical trials in terms of how much weight loss was achieved was pretty similar to what we see with Ozempic, not as much as Mounjaro.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. State officials explaining a decision to sue the Trump administration over widespread tariffs, claiming it was unlawful and only Congress has authority to impose tariffs. Governor Gavin Newsom saying the president has created chaos.
No rationale, no plan, no conscience to what it's doing to real people. No consideration of congressional responsibility. Where the hell is Congress?
Newsom saying the uncertainty created by the tariffs is impacting California more than any other state. Resentencing hearings scheduled to begin today in Van Nuys in the case of Lyle and Eric Menendez, who are seeking to get out of prison after serving decades behind bars for killing their parents. DA Nathan Hochman doesn't know when a decision will come.
Whether the judge wants to rule on Friday, think about it and orally rule in the future, or write on the subject and present his thoughts in writing, we don't know at this point.
Hochman actually seeking a delay in today's hearing, citing a risk assessment report Governor Newsom ordered that the judge hasn't seen yet. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and you'll get real-time information about the air that we are breathing.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
It's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have mobile service vans that come to you at no additional charge. Mobile service vans. They can do the routine. They can do a brake job, new tires. Give them a call. Call El Centro Motors and schedule an appointment with their mobile service vans.
Board of Supervisors fired the CEO earlier this month. Here is George Gale.
The clerk of the Board of Supervisors was fired the same day, April 8th. The two had been placed on administrative leave on March 7th. Nobody with the county has ever said why the actions were taken. A lot of people would like to know, including Miguel Figueroa, a county executive officer who was fired. Figueroa was at the Board of Supervisors meeting this week. He said he has never been told the reason for the board action. Figueroa's attorney also attended the meeting. He told the supervisors his client had 4.2 years left on his contract with the county. The attorney said Figueroa wanted the 4.2 years in salary and not the 6-month severance pay being offered. County officials have said details would be released once the investigation was complete. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
And there's going to be an employee appreciation and wellness fair. It's at Imperial Valley College. It's today. IVC will be hosting its annual employee appreciation and wellness fair. It is for IVC. It'll be held at the IVC campus vendors area. It will showcase their services. The event will highlight health, wellness, and work-life balance, providing a great way for businesses to engage directly with the campus. I'm not sure where that area is, but I'm sure you look around, you'll see all the vendors out there. Yeah, probably have a good time. KXO, local news time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And we have official info on the fire this weekend. El Centro Fire released information on the Saturday fire in El Centro. Here's George Gale.
In a press release, the fire department for the city of El Centro says the fire was reported at just before 6 p.m. Saturday evening in the area of West Ross near 3rd Street in El Centro. They found the structure fully engulfed, and the response escalated to a third alarm. Brawley Fire, Imperial County Fire, Kxo Fire, Hopeville Fire, and Westmoreland Fire all responded to a call for mutual aid. Crews were able to contain the fire and prevent it from spreading to nearby structures. The old bar lumber structure, however, was completely destroyed. Crews were on scene throughout the night until early Sunday morning. No injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
UC Agriculture and Natural Resources have an award ceremony. It will feature the Gardener with Heart Award. It is hosted by the University of California Agriculture and Natural Resources. It will be held at the City of Imperial Public Library on April 26th. Doors open at 9 a.m. with refreshments and photo opportunities. The Gardener with Heart Award ceremony will begin at 10 a.m. The public is encouraged to attend the event. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the Imperial Valley ready to serve you. And Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Need furniture? Need a mattress? Need inspiration? Well, then you need to shop Houston's Yuma Furniture, your go-to furniture store. Hey, there's no comparison. What are you looking for? Living room, dining sets, bedrooms, so much more. They've got a huge selection of beautiful furniture, and it's in stock, ready for fast delivery. All the best brands. And let Houston's bring your dream room to life. They have free, got that? Free design services. They will help you create a look that fits your style, space, and budget. Hey, but that's not all. Houston's is also your mattress store. The best selection from the best names in sleep. Things like Beauty Rest, Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, just a few. It's Houston's Furniture. Houston's Yuma Furniture, family-owned, in business since 1927. You'll find them at 3052 South Avenue B in Yuma, your go-to furniture store. Page 2 of the local news and a side of weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Don't forget, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can bring the family, you can meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. It's the place.
Weekend investigation. Several calls reporting vehicle and residential burglaries have been investigated or are being investigated. Here's George Gale.
The calls were all in the Mesa del Sol area. Yuma County Sheriff say the last call was for a stolen vehicle. Deputies were able to locate that vehicle and arrest a suspect. Taken into custody was 40-year-old Miguel Angel Socuy of Yuma. He was booked into a Yuma County detention center, charged with several counts of drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of weapons by a prohibited person, possession of a weapon in a drug offense, burglary and theft, criminal damage, criminal trespass, and violation of parole. At the time of the arrest, suspect was found with the stolen vehicle and stolen property from various burglaries. Several reports are still being investigated. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
Job Resource Fair. Goodwill Imperial Valley will host a Job Resource Fair today. The event will feature over 30 employers and organizations. Attendees can meet with career advisors that can help you build your resume and help with applications. Job searches can be accelerated with the Mobile Community Employment Center that will be on site. The Job and Resource Fair will run from 9 a.m. to noon at Goodwill on South 4th Street in El Centro. And there will be a new art exhibit at SDSU Imperial Valley. Here's George Gale.
It opens this evening at the Stepling Art Gallery at SDSU IV. The opening reception will be this evening for El Pintor de la Frontera, the art of Carlos Coronado Ortega. A reception starts at 5 p.m. tonight. The exhibition offers a glimpse into the pioneering of Ortega's work throughout his career. Ortega's art spans from the 1960s to the present, showcasing abstract and representational artworks such as sculptures, paintings, and assemblages. He has held over 60 solo exhibitions. The exhibition at Stepling Gallery on the campus of San Diego State University, Imperial Valley, and Calexico will be open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. from April 17th through May 1st. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:48. We're going to take a good look at the local weather.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For April specials, try the drink of the month, the Masters Azalea, and Mick Ultra bottles are on special. Don't forget to try the plate of the month, Philly Fries. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says a disturbance will slowly track through the region over the next couple of days, bringing much cooler temperatures, periods of breezy to locally windy conditions as well in through the weekend. High pressure will eventually build back over the region Sunday into early next week, resulting in temperatures warming to slightly above normal levels and a return to dry conditions. Our high in the valley yesterday was 82, 61 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 49 miles an hour. It will be sunny today with a high near 78. West wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 59. West wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. Sunny on Good Friday with a high near 80. West wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 83. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, Easter Sunday, will be sunny with a high near 90. Light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. 65 degrees, 48% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Air quality is improved. It's moderate in Brawley and Westmoreland, good everywhere else in the valley. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers & Beer, the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day. Employee pricing at El Centro Motors. El Centro Motors and Ford Motor Company have teamed up to save you money. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay on almost all new Fords. That's right. You pay what employees pay. You can't beat that. Employee pricing at El Centro Motors also comes with special low financing rates and special incentives on selected models. Ford, from America, for America, and El Centro Motors. Shop while selection is best, and hurry in because this special program won't last forever. El Centro Motors and employee pricing. You pay what we pay. You can't beat the deals. And remember what Mike says.
If you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money. And it's just that easy.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night. The Heat hammered the Bulls 109-90. The Heat move into ninth place in the play-in game. And Mavericks over the Kings, 120-106. By the way, the Kings fired their general manager. Coming up today, the Heat and the Hawks will play, and the Mavericks and the Grizzlies will play. Everybody plays in the NBA. The real playoffs will start on Saturday.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
MLB, Major League Baseball action. The Blue Jays topped the Braves 3-1. Brewers over the Tigers 5-1. Twins nipped the Mets 4-3 in 10 innings. Cardinals over the Astros 4-1. It was the Orioles pounding the Guardians 9-1. Diamondbacks stumped the Marlins 6-2. Mariners beat the Reds 5-3. Pirates over the Nationals 6-1. It was the Giants beating up on the Phillies 11-4. Red Sox shut out the Rays 1-0. Yankees edged the Royals 4-3. The Athletics 3-1 winners over the White Sox. Rangers topped the Angels 3-1. Dodgers dumped the Rockies. That one ended up 8-7. And the Padres continued to roll. Padres beat the Cubs 4-2. And so where is Tennessee quarterback Nico Yamaleyava going to play next year? Well, apparently UCLA found the money. It's amazing. College football. Who's got the money? College basketball. Who's got the money? That's where I'm going to play. Okay, why not? That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. President Donald Trump's tariffs are unprecedented in modern history with effects that remain highly uncertain. The Dow down, the S&P 500 down, the NASDAQ down, and the level of tariff increases announced so far is significantly larger than anticipated, according to Fed Chairman Powell. Powell's comments echoed concerns that emerged in recent weeks as consumers and businesses grapple with the tariffs. Spending at U.S. retailers surged in March at the strongest monthly pace in more than 2 years as Americans rushed to beat Trump's massive tariff hikes. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank cut its main interest rate to 2.25%. from 2.5% today, citing worries about rising trade tensions as the tariffs have sparked a global trade war. The ECB said in a statement that while the Eurozone had built up resilience against global shocks, the outlook for growth has deteriorated owing to rising trade tensions. And NVIDIA said this week it will take a $5.5 billion financial hit after Washington placed fresh restrictions on the export of its H2O artificial intelligence chips to China, the latest escalation of a growing battle for AI dominance. On the big board right now, Dow off 645 points at 39,018. The S&P 500 off 7 points at 52.69. The NASDAQ down 90 at 16,217. Gold is down off $38.10 an ounce, and oil is up $1.04 a barrel. And looking at the board, NVIDIA stock falls for a second straight day.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here at Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 78, west wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 59, west wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting as high as 35 miles an hour. Sunny on Good Friday with a high near 80, west wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 83, north-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Easter Sunday, sunny with a high near 90, light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. 66 degrees downtown El Centro, 49% relative humidity. The wind is coming out of the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. And air quality right now, moderate in Brawley and Westmoreland. It is good everywhere else in the valley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the Imperial Valley's only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sizzler, 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 Sizzler Family Steakhouse.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Valley's.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. A day after Fed Chairman Jerome Powell raised economic concerns about the Trump tariff plan, the president said Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. CBS's Natalie Brand.
Powell has been asked about this himself and said no, that the president does not have the legal authority to terminate, to fire, or to remove him except for cause. Although we know and we've seen President Trump, the Trump administration, trying to exert more power over independent agencies, the Fed being one of them. But note in an executive order that the president earlier signed trying to do just that, the Federal Reserve, specifically its monetary policy, was exempt from that executive order.
CBS's Nancy Cordes tells us about one state's lawsuit over the tariffs.
What California is going to be arguing is that these tariffs are unconstitutional, that the justification that the president gave for imposing them, which is that there is a national emergency, is a fallacy, and that they believe Congress should have stepped in to stop this.
The Trump administration's escalated its battle with Harvard, threatening to revoke the university's ability to host international students. Now to Puerto Rico, CBS's Manuel Bojorquez in San Juan has the latest on the efforts to get the power back on after an island-wide blackout.
There are still generators going off in this part of San Juan because power has not been fully restored. At last check, even though crews are making progress, they report that 47% of customers here on the island do have service restored. That means slightly more than half still do not. And we're approaching the hottest part of the day. So even though hotels and big businesses and hospitals have generators going right now. You'd imagine a lot of people are sitting at home right now still without their power restored.
A new study shows promising results for a weight loss pill. Eli Lilly says if approved, it could be an alternative to injectable drugs like Ozempic. Medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder.
With the injectables, you're talking about if you're paying out of pocket over $1,000 a month. Now, pills are much cheaper to manufacture. When you're talking about something that's injectable, it needs to be sterile, needs to be refrigerated. Lilly has already stockpiled over 1 billion pills of this new pill in advance of the demand.
In the Texas House of Representatives, a moment of levity broke the tension.
He got one.
A gavel detached from its handle and the glass surface of the speaker's desk shattered. Lawmakers later okayed a bill creating a private school voucher program. Checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 626 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it. Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power Charge that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers, plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us, plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
New tariffs threaten bargain basement clothing prices.
Low-budget fashionistas who favor cheap imports from China are checking their inventory.
This I bought twice, this pink here.
That shopper from Chicago posted the unopened contents of her closet to TikTok after President Trump announced an end to a trade loophole that will slap $100 tariffs on packages from Shein and Temu starting May 2nd. In response, the fast fashion retailer and the Chinese e-marketplace say they'll both raise prices a week from tomorrow. They're encouraging shoppers to buy now at today's rates. Some say they'll pass.
Thought I was going to be trying to save before the tariffs, but I don't even need to do no shopping. I need to go through this stuff first.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
USA Football's been granted, certified that is, as a governing body by the U.S. Olympic Committee. It's a key moment for flag football ahead of its Olympic debut at the 2028 Games. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
12:30.